In our current climate of social media speech and online commentary, words have never been cheaper. In Judaism's view, this cannot be further from the truth. The psalmist tells us that words are like a shooting arrow and a smoldering coal. Their effect is far-reaching and lasts long after we can observe its effect. Contemporary research has shown this to be the case. Visualizing negative words awakens feelings of anxiety and stress. When those words are spoken, they amplify and magnify those very feelings. Conversely, positive thinking, and to an even greater degree positive speech, affects and uplifts our energy, talents, and qualities. This week's Torah portion, we are taught to guard ourselves from negative speech, lashon hara. In biblical times, when one spoke negatively about another, they were afflicted with leprosy, with tsaras. A man once came to the Rebbe and said, "Rebbe, something must be wrong with me." He began to bemoan his spiritual state of being. The Rebbe said, just as it's forbidden to speak disparagingly about someone else, even if one speaks the absolute truth, it is also forbidden to speak negatively about oneself. Even in choice of words, positive speech and framing has a tremendous impact. For the holiday of Lag BaOmer, there would be a parade, and there still is a parade in Crown Heights for the children all around New York City. And Rabbi Jacob J. Hecht, the official MC of the parade, was having a difficult time one year. Leading up to the parade, he had worried that people wouldn't turn out, and that even if they did, they and their children wouldn't be entertained. During the parade, Rabbi Hecht viewed the floats and crowds with a jaded eye, seeing only the flaws and problems. He was anxious and apprehensive when the Rebbe came outside to address the crowd. All of a sudden, Rabbi Hecht noticed things changing for the good. The Rebbe delivered a talk to the children, saluted the soldiers who joined the parade, and admired the well-prepared floats. Perhaps it was the Rebbe's smile, perhaps it was his aura of goodwill, or simply his presence, but Rabbi Hecht felt a sudden feeling of elation and good spirits in the moment. At the end of the parade, Rabbi Hecht thanked the police, the organizers, and all the parade staff. He turned to the Rebbe and asked if he had enjoyed the event. "Very much," the Rebbe responded. Then Rabbi Hecht thanked the Rebbe for the great favor he had done for him personally. And he said, for having aruis geschleppt, which is Yiddish for schlepped or dragged him out of his troubles. The Rebbe raised his hand in surprise and replied, "Aruis geschleppt? I schlepped you out? I pulled you out? Aufgehoben, I uplifted you." To the Rebbe, the idea of dragging him out implied that Rabbi Hecht had been in a bad place and had perhaps left it unwillingly. Whereas to be aufgehoben, the Yiddish word the Rebbe replied with, uplifted, suggests that Rabbi Hecht's state simply went from everyday to much, much better. In fact, the second Torah portion of this week is sometimes referred to as Metzora, which translates as one who has been afflicted with leprosy. The Rebbe, searching for a more positive term, would refer to this portion as tahara, purity, framing the affliction by its ultimate positive outcome, a state of purity. Many look at the origin of the words Abra Kidabra as coming from the Aramaic or Semitic root of Abra, I will create, Kidabra, with my words, which makes a good introduction for any show of magic. This also reflects the Jewish view of our words having the ability to create and influence our reality. We can uplift and inspire ourselves and those around us simply by using positive words and speech. Our words uncover the positivity and spirit within us and those around us, allowing our inner light to shine forth and uplift. Shabbat Shalom.